It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's different. Monday.
It is. You're not normally here on Monday. What happened? No.
Bob taking a break this week.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? Bob's taking a break this week.
He is.
A little vacay, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
him and his wife. He's
You gotta
enjoying the high life.
That's good. You got to have that
thing.
every once in a while.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. You need to have a breather.
Stress reliever. Hopefully wherever he's going
the only
is not
problem
stressful.
or the only situation, the Bombers won Friday.
Yes.
So that means he's got to be back for the game this Friday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was that his plan?
If they won. If not, I don't think he was.
Yeah.
He was going to probably come back sometime over the weekend, but I think my understanding, he's going to try to get back before the game on Friday.
Well, I'm sure you got a fill-in, right? If they didn't.
Oh, yeah. We'll get it taken care of. I mean, he needs to do what he needs to do. I mean, there's no issues there. But
Sure.
But, yeah, we'll be traveling to Greenwood.
Greenwood.
That's going to be a toughie.
Well, but you never know.
Yeah.
David and Goliath.
You never know.
Right.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
Exactly. All you got to do is catch that ball.
I've coached wrestling for years, and I tell everybody, state, which is our, this kind of their conference, this their state for football kind of thing, but there's more upsets in state than I've seen anywhere. You're going to have this kid that, that you got the stud that's annihilated them 10 times throughout the year, and that one time will be at state.
Right.
So you never know. I mean, we're at playoffs, and anything can happen.
Right.
We are going against Greenwood, which most people know is the number 1 seed. But you never know. We played very well last Friday. Very well. I was really impressed, and we were able to pull off the win and move on to second round. So that's awesome.
That is awesome. And how many years is that now that they've made it to the playoffs?
I think 4. Yep.
4 times.
I think they've
Keeps
in all
getting
4
better.
times, if I recall right. I mean, don't hold me to it, but I think that they made it to the second round all 4 times.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then they play a team that is like they recruit to their school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Greenwood's a tough team, and they've been tough, but this year they've got a really good team again, and it's a long travel over there. Mm-hmm. But for Mountain Home, we're used to traveling. That's the difference.
There's no doubt about that. We're 2 hours
when the other
from
schools
anything.
are coming here, it can be a toll on them. But for us, we're used to it.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere we go is travel, so it's not a big deal.
Doesn't even bother me anymore.
No. Nope. Just is what it is.
I like we're in our little hidden area, if you think of it like that, because it takes
we
2 to 3 hours to get to anywhere. Jonesboro, Fayetteville, Springfield, Little Rock, and fine by me. Take you longer to get here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time Friday, and I know that they're going to be gearing up for a battle.
Oh yeah.
Which we expect that. So
And that just set your mind to win. If you believe that Greenwood is just going to smoke you, then they will.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anything can happen. Mm-hmm. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but we don't know. Does that make sense?
Do I need to? I need to?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. He could be wrong. This is made just for him. This is very fitting for David.
This is just for me.
Whether he's talking about the weather
it has to
or
do
pretty
more.
much anything.
No, it's more about the weather. That's okay.
That's okay.
I read it off of where everybody else reads it. You just never know.
So I know this is a sports day. Monday's usually a sports day, and David usually doesn't do a lot of the sports, so bear with us today.
No, I've got no updates. If you're hoping for updates, and I'm sure you can go to Facebook page at Mountain Home Athletics.
Yeah.
Or even the Mountain Home Public School page, and they post a lot. Really nice to to see that, they give updates on what's been going on, and I didn't do any of that. It's up to you. So,
but we will have some sports on later.
Yeah.
7:30 every Monday. Steve Jones, the athletic director of Yellville-Summit, comes in. Mm-hmm. He's coming in. He's bringing
the coach, basketball coach.
Yeah, Lady Panthers basketball coach.
Yeah, Charlie Melton.
Yeah.
And I would have thought that was a guy. So I'm glad you said lady.
Ladies basketball coach.
Ladies.
Ladies basketball coach.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm glad you said that, because now I know
Panthers
it is a guy.
Basketball. Lady Panthers basketball, yes.
Lady Panthers basketball coach.
Yes.
Lady Panthers. I'm going to write that down.
So they'll be in later about 7:30, and so we're going to talk and have a good time till then.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the new coach that he was talking about. See, I was in, or Steve Jones was in the last time I think I filled in. And he talked about having a new basketball coach. That was probably in July or August before school started. So it'll be interesting for me.
For somebody that doesn't do sports, this will be interesting.
Well, it'll be good to know how it's been working out for them.
There you go.
Have they been on talking about their athletics?
We had the boys basketball coach on last Monday.
Oh, okay.
And he's starting to bring in some different people with him. So
okay, good.
But Steve Jones is a talker.
Very nice.
He'll get us all up to date on all the sports and stuff.
Yeah, it's good to find out about surrounding schools.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's good to have them.
All right,
let's start the show.
Should we?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge for a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. Always good.
I think that's awesome.
It is awesome. With that, we'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, and watch over our Bombers this week while they practice for the second round of the state tournament, I guess they call it. Playoffs, sorry. Dear Lord, please. And, just have them good practices, keep them fit, keep them healthy and ready to go. We bless the other teams that are going to be playing also, and keep them healthy, keep them ready. Let's have good games. And, as always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedom. This I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I couldn't think of the word. I'm sure the good Lord knew what I was talking about, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
He's like, tournament? What's wrong with you? I don't do a lot of sports. I don't do a lot of sports. Not really a sports guy. Anyway. Hospice of the Ozarks.
It's going to be a good day.
Give them a call at 870-508-1200. Ask them about respite care. You're taking care of a family member. You need to also take care of yourself. And that's giving you, a day off or two where you can just relax, because it's a lot. You have full-time job, kids maybe, and taking care of a parent that's, getting up there.
And a lot of times from talking to people who've been in that situation, it's a very demanding situation when you're taking care of somebody else and you don't realize the toll you're taking on yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't realize it could cause medical issues down the road for you and a lot of things because you're not taking that time to take care of yourself first. And you need to so that you're good and you're able to take care of somebody else.
Very good. Give them a call. Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1200. With that, we'll take a break for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team visiting the area. Think you might want to know a little bit more about it because you like what you see. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. We recommend them, but not only because of their commitment to excellence and customer service, but also they're so involved with our area.
They are very, very involved in the community. They're involved in a lot of programs that are going on. They sponsor a lot of things. It's just cool to have local businesses that get involved in the community.
Right, and it's always good to return the favor by hiring them to find you the right house for the right time of your life.
And they're good at that. And if you want to just know what's going on in the area, you can give them a call. They'll get you up to speed and let you know how it is to live in Mountain Home or this area.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It is.
Definitely.
I love it.
Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. They're Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Mm-hmm. You got it's up high, but there's smoke
on the water.
That's the White River. And absolutely amazing shot. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Cameras on their website. You can go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find this beautiful view. And they have another camera that moves around and zooms in and out in different areas.
Right now it's zoomed into the white, so I'm waiting for it to change.
Okay. That'd be good.
It's zoomed straight. I'll show you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, straight in.
That's Scooter Mountain.
What?
Go back.
Okay.
It is. See, it's coming out.
Yeah, it was.
That was Scooter Mountain. I could see the silhouette of it. It's been
we dubbed
forever.
it Scooter Mountain.
I dubbed the Scooter Mountain, just like I dubbed the David's Island there on the White River. I mean, they have no names.
Now, if you're ever on the river, do not ask anybody where David's Island
David's
is.
Island is.
And be like, don't know, never heard of that.
What? It's like, this show's kind of like the internet. Don't believe everything you read or hear.
The water's down pretty good, though.
It is down.
We got some moving, but it's down.
Yeah. Beautiful shot. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team. And they are senior real estate specialists. So we got that big house. Family has moved. And you need a little bit smaller place to manage and clean. I can tell you what, if you got a 3 or 4 bedroom house and nobody's in them bedrooms, it's kind of a pain, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. And you're
A lot to clean.
yeah, your dad's talking about selling their
They've
big
got
property.
They got a big farm and out in Lone Rock, and they're going to be looking at downsizing, getting to something a little more manageable.
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful view brought to you by the Z Team. You can go on their website and find a plethora of information about the Ozarks. You can see their listings, also the MLS listings. And refreshing the page now. Y'all should see the behind the scenes that I always forget this while we're doing the weather.
You got to refresh the radar while you're talking about the weather. You're going to be waiting for it.
Anyway, beautiful view of the White River brought to you by the Z Team. Go to retiredarkansas.net. At any point during the day, these are live shots that go on 24/7, and they are amazing to see when the Z clips come. This is the area that there's David's Island, but the sun comes up in that spot right there, and it's beautiful.
Gives that yellow cast, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. And lightning storms, I mean, everybody be safe during a storm, but it's really cool to watch the lightning shoot across the sky in this view. I've gone to it. It's really cool.
And anybody can access these cameras, retiredarkansas.net, and we are blessed to have them.
Very much so. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. In Mountain Home, it's 38, Harrison at 48, Batesville at 40, Yellville at 35, Marshall at 36, Salem at 42, Mountain View at 36, Calico Rock at 38, West Plains, Missouri at 42, Springfield at 38, Poplar Bluff at 36, and St. Louis at 34. And the National Weather Radar, look at Louisiana and southern Texas, some parts of western Texas, but it doesn't, well, as it goes on, it doesn't really look like it gets into the states. It's just brushing the coast right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up in Louisiana, but in southern part of Mississippi, look how it starts to accumulate off the coast. Those reds and yellows, which means those on the oil platforms, hopefully they're bunkered down and staying safe. But yeah, it looks like the rest of the country doesn't really have much activity. Oregon, Seattle, Washington, of course, they're probably getting rain. Our neck of the woods looks pretty clear. Little patchy stuff down in the southern part, but I don't know if that's, if that's doing anything at all. If that's just cloud cover, maybe a little bit of moisture in the atmosphere, but who knows if it's falling. Arkansas and Missouri on the line look good. Watches and mornings, nothing. 7-day forecast. Today, decreasing clouds, high of 69. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 40. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 64. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low of 41. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 63. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low of 44. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 64. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, low of 49. And Friday, mostly sunny, high of 65.
So we're pretty level throughout the week.
Yeah, I like it. I'll take it.
Heck yeah.
40s and 60s, very nice.
It was 38 degrees when I left the house this morning.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good hoodie weather.
There you go.
Norfolk Lake water levels at 553.36. Level is 1.36 feet above full pool. They're shut down. They're not generating, but they do have a spillway gate open about a foot, so water is flowing. Bull Shoals Lake water level is 652.87. Level is 6.13 feet above full pool. They're generating 4, so, the White River looked low, but it is flowing.
It is.
So stay safe and good fishing.
There you go. That's as they say on the recording.
Yeah. And if you want to, call in to find that out, you can call 870-431-5311. That is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information. Yeah, about the Ozarks.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break.
Sounds
Come
good.
back with some community news.
All right.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in your feet or hands? Are you tired of painful days and sleepless nights? If you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or are experiencing pain or numbness, pick up the phone and call us right now before it's too late. Neuropathy is a very serious and progressive disease where your nerves begin to break down. With time, it can lead to balance problems, falls, disability, and in some cases, amputation. Our unique program addresses the actual causes and doesn't simply mask your symptoms. Many of our patients start experiencing relief within weeks. There is no use of prescription drugs or surgery. Pick up the phone right now and call to see if you qualify for our neuropathy treatment program that has changed thousands of lives. You do not have to suffer through life any longer. Get back to the life you deserve. Call now before it is too late.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Hello from your Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, executive brokers at Century 21 Lemac Realty. Thanksgiving is our favorite time of the year. It's the one holiday whose name itself focuses on the theme of the day, giving thanks.
please take time to treasure and thank all the people in your life. Give special thanks to God for the freedoms and liberties that we enjoy in our community and our country. We do.
We wish you all a blessed Thanksgiving holiday.
Mow, dig, haul. The L-Series compact tractor offers ultimate versatility, along with a great ownership experience and service that only your local Kubota dealer can deliver. The #1 selling compact tractor in Arkansas, and built-in quality and reliability for a great price. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today. Get the L-Series tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home, providing care.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. And, buddy, do they have deals going on right now?
They do.
Big rebates, 0% interest. I believe it's an and or. So, but if you're paying cash and you want a big rebate, buddy, that's the way to do it. If you need to do a little financing, there ain't no better than 0%.
No, it doesn't get any better than that.
No. So.
And they've got a large selection. If you ever drive by, they're out 62 on the west side of town. They have got tractors from one end down to the other. I mean, you can't miss them.
No.
They carry everything from zero-turn mowers to the smaller little residential tractors to the big commercial tractors. The whole back of it is just full of implements, everything you can think of. They got a huge service center.
Yep.
And a huge parts department.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a big thing for me. And they've done really well by me on their parts and stuff. So I'm happy to have them here.
Excellent. They're located 4423 Highway 62 West in Mountain Home. As Scooter said, the west side, go out past, let's see, what would people know out there? Well, the Technical Center, ASC Technical Center, Plumleys, past them, and then they'll be on the right-hand side. And, if you
like you said, you can't miss them.
No. It's hard to. I'd see them every day I go out that way because Blue Compass is out that way.
Yep.
And so, go by there. You need a tractor. You need a zero turn. You need some parts. Maybe a hydraulic has gone bad on your tractor. You need to take it in. They can service it.
It's kind of nice with them having that kind of inventory. You get to go out and look firsthand of the different kinds of tractors and what you're looking for. Maybe take them for a little test drive out there and make sure, hey, this is the one I like. This one's for me.
And they're the dealership that deals, so maybe you find a price that's a little bit better somewhere else. I bet you can call them up and they'll do something about that, right?
Yeah, they'll work with you. Their prices have been great. I know, especially on parts and stuff, they've done really, really well on the prices. So the people there are great. They're easy to talk to. They want to help you. Just go in and, I usually tell them the model tractor I have and what I'm looking for, and they can look it up and say, hey, this is the exact part you need right here.
Very good.
So it's good.
Yeah. And in community news, really, there's only one thing to talk about. That starts today. That's tonight.
It does. It starts tonight.
I'll be getting here about, 5:30, 5:25, 5:30 to open the door for them to all the things. 71st annual Lions Club auction. I tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. And you can get some great deals and help your community and watch right here on XL7-TV. You can listen to the auction on your radio at KTLO at 97.9. You can bid by calling 870-425-2266 or also bid online at lionsclubauction.com. Over 500 items from area businesses. And, so we've got the website up here.
Oops. I put up the wrong logo.
Oh, no. That's okay.
I had our guest up there.
Yeah. I was like, give him a little sneak peek.
Yeah, that's who's coming up.
That's all right. It's really easy to set you up an account. See, I went to you go to lionsclubauction.com and you scroll down and you can see account setup and login. And so I went to it and I remembered the email and password that I used last time because have you set up a bid online already? I said yes. If it's not, you say no. You just give them some information. Yeah, and
it's really simple.
I mean, boom, bam, you got yourself a.
And like I said, if you bidded last year, Just go in here. If you can't remember it, then just put in your email and say, I forgot my password. They'll send you a thing on how to redo that. So
Yep.
it's really, really simple.
LionsClubAuction.com. View all auction items. Click there. Watch them live online. Look at this. Look at this scroller. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to go
There'd
fast.
be no way to read off every one of them that they're doing in the next 4 days.
No. So, I work with Blue Compass RV, so I'm going to have to give the highlight of the night. There we go. And let's do photo available. See, I think most will have photos, if not all.
Most of them do, yeah.
Yeah. And this is what we donated. It's a Furrion Visions vehicle observation system. You see this mostly on fifth wheels. They put the side view camera, you can see over here, and you got the backup camera and then a 7-inch monitor that goes inside. It's Bluetooth. It's set up to your headlights. So when you get in the vehicle, you turn on your headlights. Some have automatic headlights and it's in that position, but you'll want to actually turn them on, and then it turns on the cameras and your 7-inch monitor comes on, and then you can see all around it while you're driving down the road.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
But very cool system. They have a lot of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll want to join us tonight for that. Like I said, you see here you go. 6 to 10 p.m. You listen on KTLO or XL7-TV, Optimum on channel 22, Next on 40, Ritter at 21 through 28.
I think it's just 21. I think they listed off all the channels that they pick up.
Okay.
I believe it's just the first channel there.
Okay, and same with the Elcott?
Yeah.
68?
Yeah.
Very good. Items pick up 6 to 10 p.m. during the auction Monday through Thursday, 4 to 8 p.m. Friday, or 8 a.m. noon on Saturday. November 18th at XL7 Studios, just north of Pizza Hut on Commerce Drive in Mountain Home. Very cool.
What else you got? That's it?
That's it.
That was our topic of the day.
That was our community news. It's all about this now for the next 4 days.
Okay.
We'll talk about it again tomorrow on Tuesday's show.
Fair enough. I do want to mention one thing that I had, since all you have is this. Brick Oven Pizza is doing a share a slice with someone in need. And basically what it is, you come in and eat. You get 10% off your meal when you donate a canned or dry good for a family in need.
That's excellent.
So if you bring in a can or dry good, you'll get 10% off your meal. I think that's a great thing. So
and when is that?
That is going on right now. I don't know what it's to. I just have a picture of it that they sent me. So it is going on now. Bring in some dry good for a family in need, or a can or good or something, and get 10% off.
Very nice.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think there's some community news, of course, calendar of events at the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce's website. But next week is Thanksgiving. You got big plans?
I'm staying home.
Yeah.
They want to see me, then come visit me. I'm done traveling.
Well, we travel every year, so I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Lacey and Lance Hendricks over in Northwest Arkansas. They have the Beard and Lady Inn, and we rent that out and go there every Thanksgiving now. The family all meets there. Some come from really far over in Tennessee, but it's a really cool old inn that they redone. There it is. You can see them driving the train going by it.
That's cool.
I mean, they've really done it up nice. So you can go to beardandladyinn.com and just, scroll through the pictures and check it out. They've really done a great job with it. Anyway, that's...
All right. We're going to take a break. We got guests here.
Do we?
They're here.
Are they?
They snuck in.
Sounds good. We're going to take a break and come back with Steve Jones, Athletic Director of Yellville-Summit Schools, and the Lady Panthers head basketball coach, Charlie Melton.
Be right back.
All right.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Athletics Mexico.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This is the XL7 sports segment that Bob usually does, and he's taking a break, so I'll do the best I can. And we're visiting with athletic director of Yellville-Summit Public Schools, Steve Jones, and the head coach of the Lady Panthers basketball, Charlie Melton. How are y'all this morning?
Good, thanks.
Doing well. Good. I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm doing No Shave November.
That's hey. I do it all year long.
I don't know how much longer this is going to last. It's just driving me crazy.
Does it get itchy?
Oh, yeah.
If it helps, I had the same intentions and it didn't last.
Well, I almost took the clippers to it this morning when I got up before I came over here, and I thought, well, okay.
For the show, then. You did it you left it for the show.
I did. I left it for the show, but I don't think it's going to make it through Thanksgiving.
Oh, come on.
I've tried. Well, kids at school are calling me Santa Claus. And I know they mean it kindly, but it hurts a little.
Hey, you're sporting it really well.
I appreciate that.
I'll give you that.
Well, it's all the same color, so that's the that's a good
that's
thing.
true.
You know, because I grew mine out during the pandemic, and I grew a good one. I was going ZZ Top on it.
Awesome.
And,
ZZ Top.
You know, and the gray really shot out through there, and then my wife had enough of it, so.
Well,
it's like me, you get some of the dark and then the white really, the gray really is bright.
It pops, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah.
We call it, we say pops.
Pops is a good one, yeah.
Right. Well, I look in the camera, it makes it look funny because mine is patchy. It's dark and light gray, and it just looks
because you're
weird.
young.
Yeah, well, yeah, not that young.
give it time.
Yeah, give it time.
Just a little bit longer.
It'll come in fully. You mentioned ZZ Top. How old are we? You know, that's one of them new bands, you know.
Yeah.
That's ZZ Top.
It's a great band.
Yeah, they are. It's a great band, absolutely.
Very good. Well, Charlie, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is the first time I'm meeting you, and I always like to start off with letting the viewers know. I know you've been on before, but it'd be good to just tell us where you're from and how you ended up at Yellville and all the things.
Well, it's my 33rd year in coaching, so I've been around a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in Fort Smith, and ended up in Russellville at Arkansas Tech, and that's kind of how I ended up in Yellville, because I met my wife at Tech, and she was from Yellville, and I remember coming up the first time and going, "Where am I?" I didn't realize roads were so curvy, because you know in the
Fort
Smith everything was flat. so that's where, I got my first job at Yellville in 91. I worked there 9 years and then struck out and made the world tour and coached at Western Grove and Scranton and Dover, and came back home to to Yellville where my grandkids are. My daughter teaches at Yellville, so
that's good.
That had a lot of it's. I always knew in my heart that's where I wanted to end up. So things worked out.
The Ozarks is the best place to live.
I couldn't agree more.
Right.
And I like to take credit for anything good that happens. And
you take credit for the bad stuff too.
Well,
I heard you.
Sometimes, yeah. You don't. We had an assistant basketball job come open, a year ago, I guess, and I mean, on my short list was one. I want Coach Melton back here, and it just so happened he wanted to come back here. He's a humble guy. Won't brag on himself too much, so let me brag on him a little bit.
Go for it.
Coach Melton's got, correct me if I'm wrong, at least one state title in basketball.
Right.
Softball, 1 or 2.
Yep, one there.
One there. And now has one in as an assistant coaching girls track. So
awesome.
We're going to get him in volleyball next year. Maybe we can win a state championship there. He'll have the whole range. Yeah, we actually worked together at Yellville from 91 to 2000 or so, or something like that. I was an assistant football coach. He was assistant basketball coach. We kind of cut our teeth together a little bit, and then I became AD in 2018. And as soon as we had a opening, I thought of Coach Melton. And I know his daughter works at Yellville, does a wonderful job. His grandkids go to school there. That's you kind of say, hey, come home, spend time with your grandkids. And Coach Melton was telling me he got to spend all weekend with his grandsons. Yeah. And he slept really well this weekend. Got a lot of rest.
Sure. That is for sure.
They are very active.
Yes, very much. So.
What's their ages?
My oldest one's 8, and my youngest one is 3.
Okay.
And then, I still have a 7th grader at home, and my other daughter just graduated last year. So we still have a house full of kids.
Yeah.
Just always on the go. But at least they're older; they can kind of entertain themselves and let me sleep every now and then.
Well, especially, basketball is very busy for you.
It is. It is.
It's every day of the week.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to do that. And then when Scooter and I are talking about how far that we travel, it's the same for y'all. Yellville, everybody in north central Arkansas has to go so far for games. It's not just 45 minutes. You're talking 3 or 4 hours sometimes of traveling, and then next day you're supposed to be at work on time.
We have basketball practice in the morning, so
oh wow,
you got to be at work on time.
Yeah. Well, how's school going so far this year? How's the season going for basketball? I know it just started, but beforehand you had practices. Feeling confident, feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good about this team. A lot to learn. Some things that are different that Coach Sims did that they got to pick up on my system, and some things are just instinctive, and new roles for new people. They lost a really good one last year, and she was a heck of a player, and somebody has to learn. They got to step up and fill that role, and that's where we're at right now. Is figuring out who we're going to be, how we're going to do it, and how we're going to get there. I like this group of girls. They're fun to be around. It's an interesting dynamic of girls, and they keep me on my toes.
They responding well to your coaching style?
They seem to be. They know that. Every now and then I'm gonna get crazy and get bent out of shape, but
no.
And then they'll tell me.
But it can't all be sunshine and rainbows. It's you're there to work.
Looking at Steve, I think there's a story there.
Oh, Saturday.
I'm glad you called.
Oh yeah, I called.
I thought, oh my goodness, he's going to get tossed, and I'm going to get called out of the bleachers, sit on the bench, and I'm not going to know anything. I'm not a basketball guy, and I'm going to tell a story. And I don't know if this is true or not, but our boys coach, Coach Sims, said it is. So Coach Melton has taken over several programs in his career, and most of the time when he got hired, he came into a program that was struggling.
Sure.
And absolutely turned them around.
Yeah.
Okay. May have taken. Don't always happen in 1 year, but over the course of a few years,
it's a rebuilding. You might have a rebuilding. Yeah.
And again, I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but it's a funny story. So he's been hired as the basketball coach last year. He's meeting the girls and having the first speech ever for them. And he told them not to worry, we're going to get this thing turned around. And then Coach Sims is like, we were district champions this year. We don't want to turn this thing around. We want to stay the course.
You want to stay,
Yeah, I still claim that he's exaggerating on that story. He was sitting in the room with me, and he doesn't forget a lot of things. He will bring up a lot of things from the past when we've coached against each other, as well as coaching together, and he reminds me of a lot of things.
Sure.
Yeah, they did coach against each other a few times too. So.
I know there Saturday, he did say, "Man, Coach, I don't want you to get kicked out right here. That means I want to have to coach him."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to get kicked out.
I'll take it to the edge, but I won't go over.
I got teed up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. No, Coach Melton's passionate.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to be passionate about the game. Yeah. Means you care.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much so. What's your coaching style? What's the fundamental of how you do things?
Well, I mean, play-wise, I like to press. I like to push the tempo and get after them, and I like high energy. That's the big thing.
More offense than defense, or?
Well, no, your defense has got to be your offense, I believe.
Is it? Yeah.
But I do like to, I like to see them get after it on the defensive end, because it is going to create your offense for you. I've always been that way. That when you get off the bus, we want to pick you up at the bus and start pressing you there all the way into the gym. That's just always been how I've coached. But it's dictated by style too. I mean, by your players. Your style of play is going to be if you've got the ones that can pick it up and do it. And this year we've got 8 girls on the team, and so you've got to be careful at times. Get into a little bit of foul trouble, and that changes everything you do and shifts people around on the floor. And trying to find the pieces of the puzzle to click together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not like you. I'm not really a basketball guy, but more football than anything. I'm not really a sports guy, but more football than anything. So when it comes to basketball, last year I was helping with my wife. We were videoing the games, and I didn't know some of the rules, when it comes to 3-point shots, and when you're inside the line, what constitutes as fouls and why they would foul so many, like intentionally. So what is some of that when you're inside? How are they fouling? Is it just touching them?
Well, I mean, sometimes if you're in the post, you put 2 hands on a girl with the ball, they're going to call a foul. Sometimes they don't think that's a foul.
See, that's what was confusing me. You can just literally touch them and it'll foul them.
Well, you're going to get me fired up. I might get a technical here.
There we go.
Because it's a lot of it is subjective to some people that they call the games.
Is that why the parents are so fired up? Because it's subjective?
Oh, gosh.
I hear that basketball, when it comes to parents, is the most extreme.
Gets that way a little bit.
And they're right on top of the official. I wouldn't officiate basketball.
Right.
I know how much they make, and it's considerable. I wouldn't do it for that or more.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's just right there. They can see better than you can.
Yeah.
According to them.
And I guess because everybody's packed together, you get fired up, the team gets fired up, the parents get fired up.
Yes.
The only ones that can are the refs.
Some of the ones that surprises me, I know the parents get fired up at basketball, but also on volleyball. They had me one year being the line judge, and I don't know anything about volleyball. I mean, God,
you go in and out.
Holy
I didn't know.
cow! You have got, and I see the ball hit right here, and then the refs looking at me, parents are yelling behind me. I'm like, what the hell? That ball was there. But it happens. I mean, it's just, parents are fired up, wanting to support their team, and that's great because it does build up the morale in the kids, and they hear everybody screaming and yelling as long as it's kept within
reason.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It can be very positive for the team, for the game, for everything that goes on.
Yeah.
But I have a question, because I know, what, the size of school that Yellville is, you guys have a lot of multi-sport athletes. I mean, athletes that you're sharing between this sport and that sport. And I know on the boys basketball team, it's tough because you got to wait for football to pretty much end before you can really get out there and start on the basketball, where you're facing other teams that have already had maybe 10 games. Are the girls in the same boat? I mean, are you having to wait on this sport to be able to do what you need to do and catch up with the other teams?
With volleyball going on, half my team played volleyball. So when you talk about 8, that makes a big difference real quick. So they do practice with us a little bit during the course of a week. But in the back of my mind, I'm careful thinking, okay, I don't need any turned ankles or injuries in basketball that's going to affect them in volleyball. So it does make a difference in how you prepare and what you do. So that is a determining factor. And this year with our volleyball team, they went to the state tournament, so that extended it even more. Yeah. So they're done a week before our season starts, and then I'm like, well, girls, I'll see you at 6:30 in the morning. They're all 6:30. What are you talking about?
Sorry, lost in the semifinals of state. See you in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
That's neat though. It looks like Coach Martin is the volleyball, and I was going back through your social media and seeing that the first time in 12 years that they had gone to the state tournament.
No, well,
the second round of the state
first
tournament.
time we went to the second round.
Yeah, and second time in history. So
yes,
that's good.
First, the first time was when my oldest 2 daughters were in school, and they were on that team. They went, when you make the second round, you're in the top 8, and then we'd been to state since then, but always got beat in the first round. Then this year, we finished our district with a pretty good seed. In fact, we beat a team on their home court, Quitman, to get to the state tournament, and then won that first game there. It was a big deal for us. Top 8 I'll take top 8.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. It's 7:46, and go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more from the Yellville-Summit schools.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in your feet or hands? Are you tired of painful days and sleepless nights? If you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or are experiencing pain or numbness, pick up the phone and call us right now before it's too late. Neuropathy is a very serious and progressive disease where your nerves begin to break down. With time, it can lead to balance problems. falls, disability, and in some cases, amputation. Our unique program addresses the actual causes and doesn't simply mask your symptoms. Many of our patients start experiencing relief within weeks. There is no use of prescription drugs or surgery. Pick up the phone right now and call to see if you qualify for our neuropathy treatment program that has changed thousands of lives. You do not have to suffer through life any longer. Get back to the life you deserve. Call now before it is too late.
When you think
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Visiting with Steve Jones and Charlie Melton, the Yellville Public Schools. You have the Arvest tournament going on right now. And
yes.
So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's like we were talking off camera.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night, I go over with my wife. Here's my game schedule this week, where I'll be. And I also do that with the administrators at school. We send out a text message blast. Here's where we're going to be all week, because different people will be covering different games and such. And we also talked about right before break, coaching with passion. And I've always said, I probably never said this, Coach Melton, but I've said it about him. He coaches basketball like a football coach, and he's very up and down and passionate. He probably paces 2 miles during the course of the game, just back and forth. He wears a path out in front of the bench. We're going to have to get our floor replaced there. But just very, very high energy.
Yeah.
And
I like seeing that.
You got to be, and I don't mean mean. I don't mean like that. I mean just
into the game.
And if your daughter plays for Coach Melton and no one's ever raised their voice to her, she will have to develop a thick skin. But you know what? He combines that with the fact that he loves his student athletes and takes care of them. And I think when they know that, then they can take some correction and some, get up and move, or I don't know what he says. He has basketball phrases that I don't know. And anyway, very passionate about that. But anyway, back to Arvest tournament, Coach.
We played our first round game, boys and girls, on Saturday, and both of us kind of got beat in that first round. Not kind of, we both got beat, but we play again, come back in the consolation bracket. So we're hoping for better things. I know I am, that we've got some things we got to get figured out. So we're hoping to stretch it out all week and get to play a little bit.
Yeah. Who's the teams in the tournament?
Well, you got Bergman and Salem. That's an upset. Right? And Norfolk, throw those three in there, and that's a tough field.
Yeah. Norfolk is that's their game.
Yeah, they're legit. Well, and Salem is too.
Yeah.
Well, and Bergman. I mean,
just pick your poison right there.
Yellville's a conference champion, but we played. Was it Kingston the first round?
Yes.
And what game number was that for them?
I'm not sure they played.
Like 7 or 8?
Well, I'm sure they played somewhere around there.
And it was like, what, our second one?
Yep, it was our second one.
Yeah.
And that's where I was talking about having the multi-sport athletes. See, they can't stop or start really until they can't use any of the athletes that are in another sport. So when they finally get to bringing their team together, they're facing teams that have already had 8-10 games.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. That's the difference, is they've got to learn and catch up throughout the season than having that big span ahead of time to practice and get ready and get everything.
In my opinion, as a non-basketball guy, I think it takes us about a month to get where the playing field is kind of level. I do think there's maybe one advantage to the late start. I think kids get tired at the end of their sports season.
Yeah.
And in fact, I know sometimes they're already looking forward to the next sport because they're tired of playing football. They're tired of playing basketball. And if you do start late, maybe, the coaching psychology part of it, if you can get them to peak at the right time, that can be a positive, or it is a positive.
Yeah.
But the first month of the season can be rough for football schools, when they're coming straight out of our football and volleyball and not having a lot of game time.
Right. Yeah. I can't imagine being a multi-sport player, but I didn't know that they had to end football before they could start the other. I didn't know that. So can they practice? Or is it they're in that sport until it's over and then they can?
Depends on the sport.
You know, when I was baseball coach and basketball season would be over, when I would get the basketball players that played baseball, and probably the maddest I've ever been, or one of the times, I was walking through the gym one morning, and this is after basketball season's over, and I've got my first conference game that night, and my starting pitcher is out there in a scrimmage. And I went to the coach and said, what are you doing here? You're killing me.
Yeah.
He's got a pitch tonight, and it's my conference opener.
Yeah.
And, well, I didn't think about that. Please stop. I don't care if they're shooting or doing a few light drills, but it is baseball season now. And that coach is not at Yellville anymore, and that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
We have to be considerate of each other.
Yeah.
Most football coaches don't care if you shoot some baskets. They don't want you running a drill, and I get that.
Yeah.
If you're a basketball coach and, you know, the basketball coaches I worked with did not care if during the winter a pitcher came and threw, 40 or 50 pitches just to kind of start getting their arm in shape. We have to work together so much.
Sure.
And there has to be some cooperation, common sense and cooperation. I don't mind, as a baseball coach, I didn't mind letting them do other things. Please don't do anything that's going to put them at risk.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm going to respect that person's sport. If Coach Melton he's on softball and basketball. Well, as a softball coach, let's not have him out here sliding into third during basketball season. But I don't think there's anything wrong. I think Coach Melton will support me on this with them going somewhere and throwing 40 pitches and getting their arm in shape.
Like you said, just getting ready.
Yeah, just common sense, things like that.
Yeah.
Well, I always control that because I did basketball and
Yeah.
softball, so I knew what they were doing and when they were doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're just in pure basketball season now. You had said that football, golf, and volleyball have ended, so it'll be the only sport for how long is the season? How long is basketball
we go
season?
till March.
You go till March?
It's March Madness.
Like I said, I don't follow.
And we're going to at Yellville attempt to host a regional basketball tournament this year.
Oh,
we
good.
did a few years ago. We hosted state volleyball 3 or 4 years ago, and it is I don't know if we'll get it or not. We have to bid on it and say this is why you should pick Yellville.
Sure.
But we are fairly confident both of our boys and girls team will be in making the regionals and maybe beyond. It is a huge deal for a small town like us to get regionals. It is.
Right.
It is just wall to wall people. It's trouble accommodating everyone, but it's a good. In coaching and actually in life, you have problems and you have good problems.
Right.
That's
a good problem to have.
That is a good problem to have. If we're in regionals, yes, that's a good problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get that done. And who do we play Wednesday? I can't remember.
Let's see. I'm not sure who the boys play Wednesday. No, we play Omaha on Thursday.
Actually, I meant girls.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Yes.
Yeah. How many games are in the season?
It'll vary. You
Sure.
might play, if you go all the way to the end, could be 30 games.
Yeah.
When I was at Scranton in the year that we won it there, we played 43. So
wow.
It varies.
No football there, though. So
no
they could
football.
start
No. So
sure.
October.
Weather has a factor on that, and but that's what I figure. It'll be in that 25 to 30 range.
Yeah.
And last year we inducted, every year we try to induct someone into the Yellville-Summit Panther Athletic Hall of Fame, and Coach Melton's father-in-law went in last year. He was the Pee Wee basketball coach at Yellville for somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 years or maybe longer.
He did a long time.
A long time. He was my Pee Wee basketball coach, and I was, not a real contributor or anything.
I didn't even play sports, so at least you contributed.
Well, I filled out a jersey, something like that. But anyway, so there's kind of a family legacy going on there.
Yeah.
You got about 1 minute.
About a minute. Final thoughts?
Well, we just invite you to come out and watch us play. Our first game, Abby Methan dropped 51 points her first ball game, so she can score a little bit.
Definitely.
You wanna come out and
That's
watch her.
a lot.
Yeah, and then I've got one other senior, KJ Moore, going to be a good post player for us. She's figuring things out. So come out and watch those two seniors play, and we've got a host of sophomores and juniors learning as they go too. So.
Excellent. Very good. Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
You got to split out fast, so we're going to go. We'll be back tomorrow. And remember, Lions Club auction tonight. Have a good day.